I've seen a few people reviewing these, and I thought that actually looks quite useful. Might be quite interesting. Now, this is a coffee maker by a company called OutIn. I thought when I first saw it, it was OutIn, but it is OutIn. So bringing the outdoors in, I suppose, is the idea. And it is a portable coffee maker. It makes espressos. So I thought this might be really useful for making coffee when we're on a trip or a tour. And we're obviously going on a trip now. We're going to Ireland. So I'm going to be using this and see how we get on with it. Portable electric espresso machine. There's quite a few do's and don'ts on the side there. Have an outing day. A whole sort of sheet of information about it, how to charge it, what sort of coffee pods to use, how to use it. Okay, I'm going to have a read of all of that. Full instruction or user guide. Yep. Okay. Okay, that's the... Oh. Okay, I'm going to figure out how all this works. Measuring and charging lead. Some recipes here. Oh, and some stickers. This is the capsule adapter, so this is for pods presumably. This is the filter, I think. That's the filter, yep. This is the ground coffee basket. This is, what's it called? The filter basket and shower screen. And that goes into there like that. And then you switch it on. And that's where the water goes. Take that sleeve off. There's a switch there and a charging point there. That gives you the idea of the charge. So press it once, three lights. I've got enough. I've got 75%. So I'm going to charge it up before we use it. Using some pods. So I've got the Starbucks Espresso Roast, rich and caramelly notes, it says. Well, so one of these pods. Okay, I've got the adapter here. That goes in there, presumably. Yep, seems to. Yeah, it says put the pod in the thing, then press firmly, make sure the capsule is pressed to the bottom. So I presume that punctures it. And then insert the capsule adapter into the portafilter with the aluminium side facing down. So like that. And then screw the portafilter set back into the main body tightly. Let's attach the coffee cup. Attach the coffee cup. And for a standard 30ml espresso, use 50 mils of water. And press and hold for 2 seconds. There it goes, off it goes. Okay. Oh, that's a good cup of coffee. Okay, so ground coffee. So got the filter basket. Put that on there and turn it over and tap it down. And then it says to tamp it down until it's about 80% full. There we are. So about like that. That's more like it. And then you get, lost it. You then get your lid, you put that on there, you put that in there, you turn that upside down and you screw it on. That's it. 50 millilitres of water. Press and hold for 2 seconds. That's it. Okay, let's try that then. Yeah, no, it's a good cup of coffee. Not as strong as the Starbucks one, but yeah, but it's good enough. This is why I'm not keen on grains. I'm going to use the pods in future. It takes about 3 minutes to make a coffee, so there we go. And a bit of milk. We've got, well, let's do that. We've got a Starbucks Sumatra. Then put that in there, push it down, put that in there, put that on there. Nice and tight, not too tight though because I couldn't undo it the other day. And then check the load. Oh, it's got 2 bars, so it should be alright. So press and hold for 2 seconds.
I'm going to tell everyone you nearly boiled that over.
No.
Okay.
It's coffee with a view, isn't it?
Yeah, that's all right. It's not as strong as now you put milk with it. It's not
No,
as
I
strong
put some milk
as
in,
the
obviously. So.
one on its own, but it's quite pleasant.
So I've been using the OutIn Espresso maker on our recent trip to Ireland, and it's been really useful to be able to make a quick cup of coffee when you're out and about. Mainly use it in the motorhome, but I imagine you could use it if you were hiking, if you were walking, anywhere, in the car, even at home. Just really useful to have around. A quick pick-me-up when you don't want a lot to drink, and especially at our age, a short drink is sometimes all you need. I'm going to put the specs up on the screen here so you can see what it's like. It's not too heavy. It does do a nice rich creamer with the on top of the coffee. So what about the pros and cons of the unit? Well, cons, first of all, you need to allow 3 minutes for it to make the coffee. If you're using cold water, it will take around about 3 minutes. I think they say 200 seconds, but I think it was around about 3 minutes. If you want to speed the process up, I think I've showed you can put hot water in there, and that does it a lot quicker. A double press will, as it says on the side of it, press 2 seconds to heat and extract, double press to extract directly. So if you put hot water in there, it will do a quick cup of coffee for you. And if you need milk, you can always warm some milk up and add that separately, but obviously it does mean you've got to take milk with you, of course, if you're going out and about. Honestly, I found using ground coffee was a bit too messy in the motorhome. It might not be too bad if you're out and about and you don't mind spilling a few coffee grinds here and there. So pros. The nice thing is you can have an espresso wherever you want, a nice hot espresso, as long as you've got some pods or some ground coffee and some water. So if you travel a lot, maybe airlines, trains even, I suppose this is going to be really useful. And it's going to save you a lot of money on expensive coffee shops. So do check the video description below. I've got the link to the website. I'm going to have a look in there at the moment. There's all sorts of accessories you can get for it. There's a stand. I noticed there's also a double espresso maker, and it might be more useful if you want a longer coffee, a stronger coffee perhaps, so you can just add milk to it. The cost of it is £139, and you can get 10% off if you check the description and use the code provided. So I hope you found that interesting. If you did, give us a thumbs up, and if you haven't already, please consider subscribing. Thanks a lot. Bye then.